One of the more unique styles of training for body weight exercise is crawling. Crawling does wonderful things that we usually don't quite get enough of with our traditional repetition up-down style of exercises like pull-ups and push-ups and squats. With crawling, we improve mobility in our wrists, our hips. It helps to strengthen some of those smaller muscles that can sometimes hold us back, like in the muscles in our hands and our feet. And generally, it helps us to build what I like to call a wide base of strength, so that our joints are used to being strong and stable in a variety of positions, not just one or two when we're doing our traditional up-down style exercises. These are my 4 favorite crawling exercises. I like these as warm-ups, cool downs, or just something to play with to get the energy flowing in the body when I'm feeling a little tired in the afternoon. First up, we have bear crawls. Bear crawls are kind of like a horizontal squat, bringing your knees up close towards your torso. Weight is 50-50 between your hands and your feet, and you're alternating which hand and foot you are using. So right hand extends, left foot, and so on. Next, we have tiger crawls. Tiger crawls are a little bit of like an exaggeration of the bear crawl. It allows the torso to rotate and twist, so you're bringing one hip closer to the ground at each time. The way I like to think about this is half of your body contracts while the other half is extending. So if your right knee comes closer to your right elbow while you're reaching with your left hand and your left leg. You use this in a very smooth, fluid motion, very good for helping to stretch out the hip, both back side and front side of the hip at the same time. Next, we have the gorilla crawls or lateral crawls. This might have a different name, but I always refer to it as gorilla crawls. This is kind of squatting and then transitioning your weight onto your hands and then moving back and forth. This is a unique way to get your weight to transition fully from hands to feet, then hands to feet. Good for getting used to getting into a very deep squat position and allowing you to feel very comfortable with all of your weight on your hands in preparation for things like handstands. And then finally, we have the crab walk. And crab walks, we're usually familiar with this from like grade school gym class. One of the unique things about crab walks is to try and essentially pull yourself forward with the hamstrings. Think of this as like a body weight alternating single leg hamstring curl. You're using your muscles in your back and your shoulders to help keep yourself up. And you can progress it by having your hips higher, which is a little bit more difficult, or lower, which is a little bit easier. Try to keep your glutes and your upper back tense while you are doing this as well. With all of these crawling exercises, be sure that you use more of a fluid motion. It's not supposed to be a race. It's not like cardio as far as like running as fast as you can. Get used to it. Allow your joints and ligaments and everything to get used to the movements and ease into them. Use it for short durations, build up over time. But the big thing to really emphasize is have a playful nature with these. It's not something you necessarily need to use in a very strict regimented way like you would push-ups, pull-ups, or other forms of exercises. Let me know if you have questions down below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be fit, live free.